A bit of breaking/surprising news right now. The Browns have re-signed safety Ronnie Harrison Jr. We're going to break it all down here on the channel, keep you guys informed. Another reason why you should be subscribed if you're coming across our lovely little humble abode for the first time. We got the latest Browns news and rumors, and today we're talking Ronnie Harrison for the first time all season because you haven't even heard a whisper about Ronnie potentially coming back to the Browns. But out of nowhere, Adam Schefter, when I was getting a little, maybe, I'm not going to lie, I was thinking about leaving the office a little early this Friday, packing up, but no, going right back to the lab because Ronnie Harrison coming back. As I film this right now, I'm going to check Twitter one more time. We don't have the full contract details. Now, I would expect it to be 1 year, $3 million, with a bunch of incentives to make it close to $5 million. I saw Kareem Jackson get 1 year, 5 yesterday, so maybe somewhere in that range. I'm not really sure. But altogether, Ronnie Harrison, I liked him last year. I just felt maybe they were ready to move on a little bit. It's not like he's an old veteran. You know, you got him from Jacksonville back in 2020. Yeah, 2020. And I was a little excited to see Grant Delpit take that next step forward, take over that starting role on the depth chart here. And what's funny is the Browns' defense, remember last offseason it was Cleveland returned all 11 starters on offense, but they retooled their defense. This year it's kind of the opposite. You're seeing a lot of familiar faces come back on defense, not all 11, but it's the offense that got a complete makeup. Now, right now I've got Harrison as the starter. Probably should have Delpit. I think it's just going to be a much closer training camp battle than it was last year. Now, Delpit was coming off a ruptured Achilles last year, so you know, he couldn't really get going 100% in August. Will be a different story this go-around. So, weigh in early for me on today's show, the second of the day. What's your one-word reaction to Ronnie Harrison re-signing? If you don't have a good one-word reaction, that's fine. You can borrow mine because it's surprising. Like I said at the top of the show, there wasn't even like a whisper, not even like one little smoke coming out of a chimney of Ronnie Harrison coming back to the Browns. Not a rumor, and I'm the rumor god. I live for Browns rumors. That's the name. That's my job. And this was not something I saw coming whatsoever. Last season, how about the start of the season for Ronnie Harrison? Do we remember week 1 against the Chiefs when he got ejected? Oh, simpler times back then. Take me back to the first half. After that first drive, go back to the first drive. That's what I want to do right there. So, Ronnie Harrison, we got the stats for you. 1 interception, 3 PBUs. He's not a bad safety. Don't let that be the takeaway just because we're kind of joking around right now. He is a good safety. He was going to get picked up by someone. There was no doubt about it. He's just, not one of the top safeties on the market. He's a little cheaper. And with that in mind, we'll see what the Browns want to do with him. We'll talk more about defensive schemes and whatnot, get actually into the X's and O's. But first, this is why you subscribe. I mean, the news came out 32 minutes ago as I'm filming right now, so I don't know anyone else is getting something out this quick as we are right now at the Browns Report by Chat Sports. So make sure you're subscribed. That way, whenever the Browns make a free agency move, we got the latest news and rumors, you are plugged in, and you don't go hang out with your buddies, you don't go to the bar, you don't hang out in someone's basement and be like, we got Ronnie Harrison back? Like, I had no idea. No, don't be that schmuck. Hit that big red button and subscribe. This does do a couple things for Andrew Berry. It does free up a draft need. So Cleveland wasn't going to go into the draft with an expectation of, we got to pick a safety in round 2 or round 3 necessarily. Maybe if one blew them away in round 3, like Nick Cross out of Maryland. So this does afford the Browns an opportunity in the draft with limited picks. They got 7 picks, yeah. Maybe they don't have to take a safety. Maybe they can go out and get another tackle because you're a little worried about Jack Conklin's future in Cleveland. And Jedrick Wills hasn't looked like the first-round pick maybe we've been hoping him to be, but he also has just been injured his whole career so far. Another thought I had when I saw this move is Joe Woods going to roll with more 3 safety sets. One of the beauties of the NFL is it's a copycat league, and it's also like a yin and a yang. It's a reaction-type league. So whenever the Browns or whenever the NFL sees teams do a lot of this on offense, the defense has to, balance it out. So as teams pass the ball more, right? We're seeing more and more passing every year. And we're also seeing a lot more use out of the slot. Cooper Kupp was the Triple Crown winner last year. He wasn't a Calvin Johnson. He wasn't someone that beat you over the top and just climbed up and caught it up in the top of the end zone. No, he worked out of the slot. And when you have players that are that deadly over the middle of the field, you can't put a linebacker on them. I'm sorry. JOK can probably keep up with the best of them, but I don't trust Anthony Walker. I mean, that's not his job. But Taki, no, that's not a good plan of attack. But you get an extra safety on the field, nickel defense. Brett Favre, look it up. If you know what nickel defense is, you know more football than Brett Favre. That's a fact right there. Now, grade this move for me. What's nickel defense? It's when you take a DB out and you put extra DB in. Who gives a shit? All right, A, B, C, D, or F. That's a free comedy show right there. Grade the Browns' free agency so far. If you like the Watson move, it's a simple A. If you hate the Watson move, it's probably an F. It's been that kind of offseason so far for the Browns. Next up, Schefter. I know you've got it scheduled, and I know you're watching. Do it. Do the Jadeveon Clowney tweet. Tweet it out that the Browns have re-signed him. Tweet it out that the Browns have re-signed him to a team-friendly 2-year, $18 million contract. Do it. And also, Rappaport. We didn't forget about you, mister. Do the Jarvis Landry tweet. That's right. Let's get Juice back. Let's find a way, even though it's not possible most likely, but still, we're going to keep believing, to get both Landry and Clowney back. Even though it doesn't seem like there's enough money to go around to feed all these mouths and try to bring more people to the table, I want to find a way to get Jarvis Landry and Clowney, probably more so Clowney. That's what the mind's telling me over the heart. But come on, let's keep the movement going here. Let's talk about some fun stuff right now because, it's been a little quiet-ish lately, but draft's coming up. Even though the Browns don't have a first-round pick, we're talking it all here at the Cleveland Browns Report by Chat Sports. So obviously a bit of a later show today. We just got the Ronnie Harrison news. So I want to interact with you all. What's your weekend plans? Let me know. Friday afternoon as I'm filming this right now, I want to go to Dave & Buster's tonight. I haven't told anyone in the office this, by the way. So Marshall, producer Marsh, I'm going to try and make a big persuasion when we're done here to get a Buster's push. I haven't been to Dave & Buster's in quite some time. All right, go down and type DB. Better yet, who do you like more, Dave or Buster's? Okay, let me know in the comment section. Plus, just let me know what your weekend plans are. You're going anywhere, you're just hanging out, or if you're watching something fun on TV, good TV show, good Netflix show, whatever it may be. I'm always down to try and find a new Netflix show to, get myself engaged once I get home from work, or just keep up, whatever, you know what I mean. One last time, make sure you are subscribed to the Cleveland Browns Report because when news like this happens, we get in the lab, we get a video out to you so you stay informed and entertained all at once. Never miss a beat here by subscribing. Going to youtube.com/Browns Report. All right, producer Marsh, give me the thumbs up. That's going to do it for us here on today's show. We'll catch up with you later with more Browns news and rumors.